I'm Glenn, average Joe fisherman, avid fisherman. And this round, what I'm talking about is a trip that I went back several years ago to Beaver's Bend, Lower Mountain Fork over there in Oklahoma. And I'm fishing a particular area that has kind of changed because of the weather and whatnot and some floods that came through back then and made these deep pools. And in particular is this fishing fly that I used. I first set up a tandem rig with a leading, it's sort of like an olive woolly bugger. I call it the near deer, and a trailing fly. You just saw it just a moment ago. It's a rainbow warrior. I wasn't sure what it was at the time. I just had it in my fly box ready to go, and it looked like I had the perfect opportunity to use it in this case because there were a lot of trout in this area. My fishing buddy was kind of tired and whatnot, decided to stay in the water, or at least put his waders and boots in the water, stay cool, because that water was fairly cool. And oh, by the way, I saw some trout that were kind of lingering in there, and I was using a strike indicator, dropping about maybe 4 feet down, and wasn't really getting any strikes and whatnot. But then I did that trailing fly, in this case, that Rainbow Warrior midge, and it was used it has a tungsten bead, so it would sink a lot quicker. So couple that with the lead streamer fly and the trailing Rainbow Warrior midge, and guess what? I was able to hook into this guy. This is a nice sized bruiser. I call it a bruiser trout. Went about 20 inches in size. It's a rainbow trout at the Lower Mountain Fork, Beavers Bend State Park in Oklahoma, and had a great time. Later on, just dropped my camera in the water just to show you what was down below in this hole, and you can see you got to get your fly deep. And with that trailing fly, tungsten Rainbow Warrior midge, and the lead fly, in this case, I would call it a woolly bugger, or you can say a near deer. In both cases, that's what really made the day, because it really started out really slow at first, and the fish were picky. But when we found this hole, and we had the right combination with that Rainbow Warrior midge being the key fly that round. So do get you one, give it a try, and if you get a chance to make it over there to Beavers Bend, go for it. Make sure you do have a Rainbow Warrior midge